Hello everyone and welcome to Barnside Chat. My name is Andrea. I'm here with Zoe. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Hi Gail, Mary, Alyssa. Thanks for tuning in. We're here to chat about all things sanctuary related on Barnside Chat. My name is Andrea, the animal care manager here at the sanctuary. We are here in Sheffield, Ontario, Canada. If you have any questions during the program for the Magic Rainbow Bag, let me know in the comments and we'll answer them in next week's program. We do Barnside Chat live every Monday at 1 p.m. so we can get you caught up in everything that's happening here at the sanctuary because things are changing all the time. Hi Deb, hi Sadie from UK. We have on today's program, You Said It. We have a few resident updates, some photos of the week, and of course, Magic Rainbow Bag. We'll get right into it with some resident updates, starting with Mr. Obama, who is just a few stalls down the hallway. So we have lots of folks inquiring about how Obama's been doing. He broke one of his horns off about a month ago. It was January 13th. I remember the day because it was the 13th. It was also a full moon. So a lot happening on that day. He slipped and fell and broke his left horn off, and it was healing really well, but a few weeks ago it took a turn and actually became infected. So we've been dealing with that, and the good news for Obama is that he's doing really well. So he's really had good progress in the last week. He's been having some supervised time with his friends, which is really nice for him in his healing process. He really loves spending time with his friends, especially Abraham. They do a little bit of roughhousing. We don't want to make sure that horn isn't being injured in the process, but it really helps lift his spirits. So he's having supervised time with them. And in terms of his horn, it's actually healing really well as well. Hi, Mary, Chantal, Melinda. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Ahead of the Magic Rainbow Bag, we had a question from Mary. Hope all is well with you folks. I'm a really big fan of Obama's, as I know you folks are. Very true. I saw that you did touch him during bear care, but I've been very worried that the horn thing is the beginning of the end since he's so old. Can you please tell me if his fever is gone and how the infection is coming along? And is he able to eat and how is his spirits? Thanks so much. Sorry to bombard you with questions. I'm just feeling so scared about him. So his appetite's much improved. He did, while he wasn't feeling well, while he was having kind of a fever with the infection, his appetite did go down. So it wasn't up there like it normally is. He loves his breakfast, he loves his dinner, he loves his little special snacks and his Fig Newton. So he wasn't eating really well for about a week. He had a fever just for about 12 hours. We got that under control really quickly with antibiotics. So he's had a few doses of injectable antibiotics, which means that's really helping out his situation. We've been in contact with his vet pretty much every day to every other day to fill them in. There was an issue with a nearby emergency hospital there where they weren't taking any animals. So we were able to deal with him on site, flushing it daily. At one point we were flushing it every few hours to get the infectious material out, but he's actually doing incredibly well. That's healing up really, really nicely. It's taken quite a while because it was quite a traumatic injury, so it broke off, lots of bleeding, but now we're kind of back to normal. My next update is about Sadie. If you tuned into a few Barnsides, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we announced her arrival, and we've been showing her a lot on social media. So this is our newest resident, wonderful Sadie. And ahead of the Magic Rainbow Bag, again, I pulled one of the questions because it had to do with her. How long will Sadie have to wear the cone? Just seeing this now. So as of yesterday, officially, Sadie is cone free. Happy out in the world again. She's healed up really well. So she had her space surgery pretty much exactly 2 weeks ago. She had her cone on for about 10 days to make sure that she wasn't licking or chewing on the sutures, anything around the surgery site. It's really important for those first 10 days that there is no licking because that can introduce bacteria and there can be complications and issues and infections. So we had her cone on. She had her own little area separate, so she wasn't running around too much. She wasn't supposed to run or climb or do anything for that period of time as well. So she was actually really patient which was great. She wasn't too mad about the whole situation. She had spay, she had all of her vaccines that she's supposed to have, and she's microchipped. So she's all up to date with everything. She has a vaccine booster in a few weeks, but other than that, she's back out in the world, healing up really well. She did have a complication with some of the sutures underneath the skin where she was having a reaction, but that's not too uncommon for cats. So she's kind of reacting to some of those dissolvable sutures underneath the skin, which was causing some swelling. The caregivers have been doing a cold compress to keep the swelling down, and otherwise she's really comfortable. So just other than that little bit of swelling, she's doing fantastic. So those are my two resident updates, the two residents that we've had a lot of questions about. I wanted to update everyone on them. Zoe's here with us, chewing her cud. That's what they look like when they chew their cud. They just kind of like zone out. It's a very peaceful thing. She's standing on this log. There's Gilbert. Oh, and Abraham. It's one of the little enrichment things we have in here for them because it's winter and they're not really going outside because it's too cold and it's very, very, very snowy. Speaking of snow, I'm going to do the weather report next. I think it was 2 nights ago, we got a massive snowstorm. So the amount of snow on the property, some places that you walk, which aren't really the places that we're working in because we keep those cleared, but some places if you walk, the snow is up to your knee and higher. So we've been keeping everything clear so we can get to different areas safely so people can get on the property safely. Lots and lots of snow, which means the residents are pretty much exclusively inside right now. We're trying to keep them all occupied, do lots of enriching things for them because they start to get a bit bored and feisty. The thing with this new property is there's a lot more opportunities for indoor enrichment and indoor spaces that we didn't have at the other property. So even here they have their hallways, they have their individual stalls, like their little apartments. So there's a lot to do. Folks have been bringing them Christmas trees to chew on, and they have each other. I have Catherine rubbing up on me right now. We hang out with them, so they get lots of enrichment that way. But coming up, weather is pretty cold. We're staying below 0 and for at least the next week. Pretty cold overnight. If there's a trend that it's staying below, usually about -10, we're going to bring BJ and Escalade back into the barn, so to keep them warm. But yeah, it's cold. It's been a very cold, very snowy winter, very opposite of last winter. Last winter was incredibly mild. It only snowed a few times. It was only cold for a few nights, but here it has been snowy, snowy, snowy. We had that polar vortex a while back, so thank you for contributing to that. And if you did want to create a meaningful way to support the sanctuary, becoming a monthly donor is a great way. All donations are tax deductible in both Canada and the US. So if you become a monthly donor, there are perks too. We do special things with monthly donors, like little events and stuff, and a special newsletter. So if you ever wanted to do that, you can head over to happilyeverester.ca to sign up and become a monthly donor today. And of course, time for a classic. If you are new here to Barnside Chat, welcome. Most weeks we do the magic rainbow bag, and these are questions that you've sent us, either DMs or questions that you've put in the comment section. And then we gather them all up and we answer them all here so everybody can be involved and see. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments, or you can email us at info@happilyeverester.ca if you're feeling a bit shy. First question up was, do the goats have large toys to play with when they're inside? So they have each other. We have a mixed herd, geriatric, and then youngest is right here by my feet, Pixie, about 2 years old. So it really depends on their demeanor. There aren't a lot of toys per se, but there are a lot of natural elements that they interact with, like the log that Zoe's standing on right now. There are little brushes too that are attached to the walls that they use to scratch themselves on. So yeah, that's what we provide for inside enrichment. We have tried different things. Somebody recommended at one point like a yoga ball. I remember bringing it in and they were all so scared. So it really depends on the individuals. if that's something that they would like to do and if it's safe for them to have access to, because goats especially love to chew on things and that could lead to them eating them, which we don't necessarily want, especially with plastic bits. Good morning, Abe. Is there anyone at Heath's who doesn't like their photo taken? I know Nancy owns the image rights to his Bee and Treats. Let me think. There's somebody that doesn't like. There are definitely some more shy residents. Who doesn't like their photo taken? I don't think there's any pigs that don't like it. They're all pretty outgoing. Obama's a bit more shy, but you can usually get a good photo of him. Who else? I think the chickens can be harder to take pictures of, but they don't mind. Like Brian's always running around and can be hard to capture, but I don't think it has anything to do with Brian not wanting to be photographed. So that's a really fun question. Thanks for submitting your questions for Magic Rainbow Bag. Let me know if you have any other ones, and we're going to move on to You Said It. Hello, if you're just tuning in. Hi, Helen. Hi, Elena, Sherry. Thank you so much for tuning in to Barnside Chat. I'm here with the goats and sheep, mostly Zoe, but a lot of them are actually right around my feet. Catherine, Mini Catherine, Pixie, Zoe, ruminating on her log, her little stump. That's her spot. So in this segment, I've pulled a few pictures and their comments beside them. Oh, sweet girl, the best farm you could ever wander onto. Will have the greatest life. I love her little face. She looks like she could be Claudia's granddaughter. We often say that she looks like a mix between Claudia and Enrique because she has the features of Claudia mostly on her face and on her body, but her tail looks exactly like Enrique. And another comment on that picture. Oh, same one. Super cute. Picture of Nancy. Rooster named Nancy is like a boy named Sue. You got to be ready for some Snickers. But Nancy, you have mastered it. Your presence demands attention. I noticed that the residents got all settled in after they moved in the new place, and I bet you had a lot to do with that. I feel confident that you are in charge up there in Canada, just in case I need to fly north for the summer. Super cute. Thank you for your comments on our pictures and videos. Hi Brooke, hi from Seattle. Irene, good afternoon. Welcome everyone to Barnside Chat. This is Sage. You are so beautiful, Sage. I love your name. I know I've said it before, but seriously, you're stunning. Such a sad beginning and so many friends lost. But now you have more friends because of the magic of Heaths. Thank you for that. Reading Sages and the other Spice Girl stories always makes me cry. I'm so grateful that Heaths was able to take them in and so grateful that to have met them all and their unique personalities. So Sage in particular, I mean, they're all so cute. I really am a big fan of Sage's face. I think she has such a cute little face. And if you're not familiar with the Spice Girls story, it was a bunch of years back. Me and Christine headed to, it was like a townhouse complex. A person had left them in the backyard. It was a group of 7 hens in very deplorable conditions. They were all very sick, very covered in lice, very filthy conditions, super long overgrown nails, like never had any health care. And we took them in and we were able to nurse them all back to health. And there's a few still here with us, including Sage. Thank you, Andrea and Nicole. I'm not able to watch anything live during the week, but I love coming home and catching up with all the comings and goings of Heath's Bear Care Corner and Barnside Chat. Thank you, Cheryl. With all the craziness in the world right now, especially here in the States, I feel like I'm living in the upside down. You guys always brighten my day and give me something to look forward to. Thank you. It's a really sweet comment. Thank you for that. So nice to hear that people enjoy catching up with the residents and the news here at the sanctuary. We like to keep everybody informed of what's happening. This is just brilliant. These pigs know how to live. I'm going right now to get another blanket for my cat and me before we go to bed. My new motto is live like a pig. There is, I think that's Ray and Knoxley, completely tucked in. They can get under there by themselves, but sometimes I'll also go in and just add extra straw. It's very insulating, and that's kind of the vibe this time of year. They cozy up with a friend or two, stay warm, eat their meals, and go back to sleep type of situation. It's quite a long winter, but the days are getting longer, and spring's just around the corner, so that's something to look forward to. Love seeing Tammy so relaxed, even though she's sleeping on the outside of the pig pile. So there is Tammy. She's usually right on the outskirts, but she is feeling more and more comfortable with April's herd. She was integrated with them probably like a month and a half ago. I lose track of time around here, but she's doing really well, getting more comfortable, eating with them. Everything's going really well with her. Little Enrique, Ricky, you should give a serious thought to writing your memoirs thus far. Your story and interactions with caregivers and residents would make a wonderful children's book. Just a thought. Completely agree with that. All of his stories, everything that he sees around here, his story of how he arrived, he just showed up one day, just everything he's seen would make a really, really cool book. And he's just a feature around here. We see him every day. He's been napping a lot recently. Lots of sleeps during the winter, like this one. This one was probably like an hour ago. There he is. That's technically the drying rack for the laundry, and the cats just took it over because it's right in front of the heater. It's Catherine, looking very adorable. April, having a nap, Mama April. Hercules taking a drink of water, staying hydrated. It's really important for the residents to stay hydrated all year long, but in the winter, sometimes they drink a bit less because it's colder, so it's important. I get excited when I see them drinking or pictures of them drinking. Gilbert getting one of his meals. He likes to jump up. He gets very excited. And we have April and Brindle. You can tell mother and son. They have some similarities. If you wanted to stay in touch with the sanctuary, we have been a little bit more active on YouTube these days, so you can head over to YouTube on our channel Happily Ever Esther, check out some exclusive content there, live videos, lots of different goodies that we're trying to offer everyone. We also have our Instagram, our stories, and of course here on Facebook with our live videos through the week and lots of fun content. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. It was really great to spend some time with everybody here. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your day. I'll see you again next time. Bye.